Hey guys, welcome to Paige's
No,
channel.
no,
She's a
no.
little embarrassed right now. I'm not entirely sure why, but this is the Paige Turner.
Hi everyone, my name is Paige and this is the Paige Turner.
And my name's Michael.
And this is my boyfriend. So today we're going to do a video that was actually your idea, that I'm going to show him a cover of a book and then he's going to try to guess what the book is about just based on the cover alone.
She picked out maybe like 10, 15 books. Some of them I'm kind of familiar with, kind of what she's told me about, but honestly, most of them I have no idea what they are, what they're called.
Alright, you ready? So we'll start off with one that actually we saw the movie together a while ago. The Darkest Minds by Alexander Bracken. Do you remember the movie?
The movie was okay.
Yeah, the movie was good.
I liked it. I think I liked it better when it first got out. And in hindsight, I was like, it was okay. It was like a C-rated Hunger Games.
Yeah.
I don't know. Darkest Minds is about a girl that has powers. And she goes on a quest to find other people that have powers. And it's kind of like a survival of the fittest. And of course, the kids are the only ones that know what they're doing. Run away from the bad guys. I really don't remember.
Okay.
And she falls in love with that one guy. And it's like, I can't be with you. It's like Hunger Games, but like other kids.
It's kind of.
I don't know.
Darkest Minds is about a girl, yeah, she does have powers, and in the society that they live in, like, all of the kids are developing powers, and the parents feel, like, really threatened by that.
Oh yeah, they have like is it like the green, the different colors?
Yeah, different
like
colors, and like some are more dangerous than
Okay.
others. They're put in like kind of like concentration camps, and then the main girl, Ruby, she escapes, and she finds these other kids, and then they kind of have
that's what's her name from Hunger
shenanigans.
Games, right?
Oh yeah,
it's Rue.
Rue, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I like her.
Oh, except in Everything.
I was gonna say she was in Everything,
Hate that
Everything. I almost brought that book down
hate that
too.
movie.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked this book. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars the first time I read it, so.
I give the movie like a 3 out of 5.
Yeah, movie. I mean, I've rewatched the movie I think like 3 or 4 times. Mostly because it was on like the airplane when I was going to and from London, but I really like it.
Alright, so that one's easy, but...
So we'll do another easy one because I've talked about this one a couple times. So this one's Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, A Crash of Fate, and this is by Zoraida Cordova. This is the one I actually took to Galaxy's Edge. So he actually works in Galaxy's Edge, so let's see if you know what this one is about.
Alright, so here you got some rebels or some, not rebels, some of the characters climbing some spires, and you got, the little shops in the cantina probably down there. Hopefully that's a cantina.
Does it look like it? I mean,
it has like the round.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't really look like it at all. A Crash of Fate. So I'm assuming that they landed in Batuu. They have to do all these odd jobs to kind of get out and like maneuver around. I'm assuming these two people are the main characters and they're like into each other. Yeah, it's like
teen romance.
Teen romance, yeah, you gotta love it. And then they obviously come in contact with the First Order and all that stuff. Oh, no, this is what it's about. Okay. So the girl's the main character.
I can't say, I don't want to say yes or no. And
Okay, the girl's the main character. She crash lands on Batuu, and then whatever place she goes to, she meets this one guy, and he like steals something from her, and she chases him like around the marketplace and everything like that. Like, bring it back, and then they like collide against each other. Like, what are you doing? And I'm sure that's how it's all set up. And then they become partners, and then friends, and lovers, or whatever. And then the First Order's chasing them everywhere, blah, blah, blah. And then they climb the spire to try to get away. I don't know why, because they have a ship. That's a whole nother story.
whole nother side quest.
A whole nother side quest, yeah. And at the end, they probably work for Hondo and Naka, like I do.
Yeah, so they knew each other from childhood, and then her parents, like, took her away, because I think it's, like, you're supposed to assume they're part of the rebels or whatever, but then she comes back because she has to, like, do a job on Batuu, and then they run into each other, so kind of like what you were saying, and then, obviously, it's been a while since they've seen each other, so they're, like, confused, but in love, and all of that, and, yeah, there's, like, a bunch of action and adventure that goes on. Actually...
Hondo and Naka.
Yeah, he's not in it very much, he's just, like, mentioned here and there, but, I think towards the end, it says... No, towards the end, it's, like, I think it's Hondo, and he's like, oh, I'm always looking for, like,
new recruits, yeah.
Yeah, and I thought that was really cool.
It's
like,
a tie-in to go on the ride.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, yeah, they know each other, but then they have to, like, get out of trouble on
Does this all
Batuu.
take place on Black Spire Outpost?
Yeah, and there's, like, constantly...
BSO for short.
Oh.
BSO. Bright Suns.
Oh, right. Yeah, they do say that to each other in here.
With 3 fingers.
Yeah,
Bright Suns.
Okay.
Yeah.
But, and then, of course, too, like, he's like, you should stay, like, on the planet with me, and she's like, no, I need to leave and, like, become this adventurer, and so there's this whole, like, conflict with that, too.
Yeah.
But This was really good. I give this 4 out of 5 stars.
Like,
yeah.
I literally have no idea.
Now we're getting to different ones. Okay, so this one is Cinder by Marissa Meyer, and this is like actually one of my favorite series. So
okay, so Cinder.
have at it.
I'm assuming it has to do something with Disneyland. I'm not gonna read the back. I kind of read one word, so that kind of sucks. But so she's a cyborg. It's Cinderella cyborg, so I'm guessing she can clean twice as fast.
It's a hard one.
I don't know. Something with I'm assuming it's similar to the same story, like the classic Cinderella tale with stepsisters, evil stepmother, mother, and then Prince Charming. But the only thing I can think of is that she uses her cyborg powers to like kick her stepsisters' asses or something.
Oh. Do you want me to put you out of your misery?
Yeah, because this one is...
Okay, so this one takes place in the future, and Cinder is the name of the main girl, and she is like half cyborg, like her foot, I think like her hand, parts of her brain and stuff, and people are like kind of wary of cyborgs.
It's like a Alita Battle Angel.
Sure.
Good movie.
But this is a whole series. Like the next one's called Scarlet, which is like a Red Riding Hood thing, and then there's Cress, which is like Rapunzel, and Winter, which is like Snow White. And then there's this whole thing where there's like other like society of people that live on the moon, and I think they're called Lunars, and like they come down to Earth. But then like she has a run-in with the Prince of New Beijing, and he doesn't know that she's a cyborg, but like he's really intrigued by her
Would
and
not have
stuff.
got that
Yeah,
from the cover
yeah.
at all.
No, I love this series.
Space.
So this is Emergency Contact by Mary H.K. Choi. Again, another one I really liked. I listened to this one on audiobook. But the main characters' names are Penny and Sam.
Penny's the main character here. Sam is, I'm assuming, the bad boy that she likes, or that she meets somehow. Maybe like a
meet
a
cute.
grunge concert, or a meet cute.
Yeah, that's what they're called. Meet cutes.
What's that?
Like when a girl and a guy, they meet up and like she's walking dogs and he gets his feet tangled in the leashes. That's a meet cute. And they're like, oh no!
Oh, that's like a book thing. Like
It's a movie thing too.
oh, the way you said it, I thought you meant like it was they went to a place called Meet Cute.
Oh no,
Like an app or
sorry,
something.
no.
Sorry, that's what I thought you meant. I was like, oh, what are you talking about?
What the fuck?
Penny's main character, this guy's bad boy, and okay, sure, they do a meet cute. They have a meet cute. It's probably like at a coffee shop or coffee shop. All
that's
right,
good.
coffee shop. Ooh, so
I
a
think
hip
so,
coffee
yeah,
shop.
from what
So
I
there's only
remember.
like 4 or 5 people in there, and the bartender who has a full-on beard and a beanie, and they get to know each other. I guess they hang out, but they mainly text. They mainly text each other, and that's how they get to know each other. Something goes horribly wrong, of course.
Of course.
They have to contact each other in an emergency, and one of them dies.
One of them dies. So you're right, they do meet in a cafe because he lives there, works there, sleeps there.
Of course.
Like I think he's like on really bad terms with his family.
Is it one of those like coffee shops and he lives above it?
I think so, yeah, from what I remember. And then he is like a little bit older than her. Like she's just graduating high school and is
think about that.
moving away to Texas.
For college or something?
Yeah, and she wants to be a writer and whatever. And he, I think, is a writer or is like trying to be. Will serve as inspiration when he's a famous movie director. This is like our life, man. But he only has $17 in his bank account, and his laptop is dying.
That's not really like my life, but I mean...
Yeah, I know. Well, no, I'm kidding. Oh, look, it even says, when Sam and Penny cross paths, it's less meet cute and more collision of unbearable awkwardness. But they swap numbers, stay in touch, and they text. And there is like a situation where one of them like has like this situation where they have to go to the hospital, and they text the other one, they come and get them. I really like the like texting conversations they have. I thought this book was really funny, actually. So you were really close, though. That was good. Like coffee shop and everything. He is like a bad boy because he has like tattoos and he's older and yeah, of course.
The hair.
The hair,
David Beckham
yeah.
hair, the tats.
Okay, so this is The Winter's Curse by Marie Rutkowski, I think is how you pronounce her last name. Another series that I really love. Here you go.
The Winter's Curse.
The Winter's Curse.
Oh, The Winter's Curse. She's not a damsel, but she's in distress.
Oh.
On the cover. So basically, what's the main character's name?
Kestrel.
Kestrel, of course. Kestrel. It's a period piece. So Kestrel is from, let's say France.
Okay.
Let's say France, like 1600s.
I guess I should tell you too, like, it's a fantasy.
So Kestrel's from 3046 France.
That doesn't mean that fantasy has to be in the future.
She lives in a wealthy lifestyle, has all these fabulous balls and dresses, and eats pigs with the apple in it.
The suckling pig.
The suckling pig, yeah, she's used to that. And then one day her mother who is not much old. She's older, obviously, but not like an old mom.
Okay.
She gets jealous of Kessel because of her new love interest.
Okay.
And she wants to, I don't know, the mom starts falling for her love interest, whose name is Bert. His name's Bert. So the mom is trying to sabotage their relationship.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a mystery, like a thing going on, like who's trying to kill my man type thing. That's why she carries a knife.
Okay.
And that's why she's like I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And at the end, she dies.
Okay.
By stabbing herself.
Yes, main character Kestrel.
I said Kessel. Huh?
Kestrel. Her dad is
I forgot about her dad.
Is the general, like the Empire's army.
Oh.
Her mom's dead. Her mom's not in the picture.
God.
Sorry.
Her mom's dead because he killed her.
No.
Okay.
But she does lead kind of like a spoiled life, and she either has two choices. She either has to get married or join the military. And she's like, well, I'm going to join the military because, like, you know, I don't want to get married because she's badass. But then she goes to this, like, auction where they're, like, selling slaves. And she really doesn't like that her society is like that. Mm-hmm. But she ends up buying this slave who then ends up being a spy because he wants to spy on, like, the general's daughter so that they can find out, like, battle plans and stuff so that they can, like, overthrow the empire and, like, make slavery not legal anymore. It's a whole series about them, like, falling in love and trying to, like, overthrow the empire and stuff. And yeah, it's really good.
So does it take place in France or no?
No, it's an empire called Valoria. So it's a fake. Okay, well, I'll put it over here then.
Valoria, France, same thing.
Okay, so this one's called Runaway Heiress, by Siri James. Yeah, you know what?
One of your favorite authors?
Yeah, have at it.
What are the names?
Oh, yeah, okay. We've got Alexandra Atherton and Thomas Carlyle.
Alexandra or Alexander?
Alexandra.
So
is the
Alexandra
girl.
and Thomas.
Thomas.
I don't know. I mean, I know what happens in this book, but
yeah, say it.
There's much more steamy content in here than what's on the cover, I'm sure.
Oh yeah.
So she was next for the throne or something, or she was like, you know, Princess of Genovia type thing.
Oh.
And she runs away, clearly, and she falls in love with a simple farm boy or something like that, you know, and he's out swinging and like cutting logs and building his log cabin. And he's
with
like,
his shirt open.
Like he has one of those white button ones that are like
in the picture.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Like billowing in the wind.
Exactly. I'm surprised he doesn't have longer hair, or maybe he does. And they fall in love, or he instantly loves her, and she's like, "No, I have to run away," and he's like, "No, be with me." And then she's like, "No," and then she's like, "Okay," and then she's like, "No," and it goes back and forth like that. And then she goes back home after her family catches her, and she dies.
Oh man, what's with you thinking everyone dies?
That's romance. Someone has to die.
So in this one, Alexandra is an American heiress, and her mom wants her to marry this English peer, which is like a lord or whatever. And he's actually a lord, but she doesn't know that because he pretends to dress poor, like as an artist, because he is an artist, and that's what he actually wants to do. An artiste. And then so they like literally crash into each other on the street. From what I remember, there's like a carriage or something. And she awakens feelings in him that he is like buried for a long time. And he doesn't know that she's an heiress, I guess.
Clearly.
He needs a governess for his sisters, so he hires her on as a governess. And then, like, of course, they find out that each other is, you know, a lord and a lady, basically an American lady. And they fall in love.
And they get steamy.
Yeah, and they get steamy. Yeah, you were
hungry, not there. Oh no.
Oh no, you're a good doggy. Okay, babe, no kisses. No kisses. Okay, so this next one, very popular, A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. This is the one I did my undergrad thesis on.
Oh, so I know all about this one.
So, let's see.
What's the main character's name?
Oh, Feyre.
Feyre, okay. So Feyre hates men. Am I getting close?
You just keep going.
So Feyre hates men. A Court of Rose and Thorns. Okay.
Thorns and Roses.
A Court of Thorns and Roses. She challenges them to a duel in her Court of Thorns and Roses.
Sure.
Maybe.
Keep going. No, keep going. This is hilarious.
I feel like there's a lot of crown of thorns, but like she has like thorns like. So like. wrapped around her and
Because of her tattoo?
maybe. I don't know, it's just
Her outfit?
maybe, yeah.
It's like, raw!
Yeah. And so she's a very, like, you know, strong, independent, like,
Heroine?
Heroine, yeah. I'm sure there's, like, fantasy stuff in here, too.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, definitely.
It's all fantasy, so there's, like, a gremlin somewhere that, like, challenges her, and not a dragon, but, like,
no
dragons. But she just puts these men inside these court of thorns and roses, and she tries to belittle them and,
and this is what you think I wrote my thesis on.
Yes. I really don't know.
Okay, Feyre lives in the mortal realm, and
yes.
she kills a wolf, and then and that wolf was a half fairy, half wolf. Shapeshifter, and then she's taken away to a court, and there, like, there's this man, his name is Tamlin, he's a fairy.
He hates her. Or she hates him.
Yeah, he's pretty upset with her, and, like, there's a curse on the land. It's a Beauty and the Beast retelling, sort of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so she's, like, whisked away and has to live there for the rest of her life, and there's all this stuff that happens. She's taken as prisoner by this, like, evil fairy, and she frees the land of the curse, and this one's a whole series, too, but I've never managed to get through the third one, because shit's boring. I don't know, I can't get through it. I don't know what it is. It's like 600 pages too, and I'm like, oh, you know.
Yeah,
like,
I can barely read like 30.
I mean, the writing is not all that great either, so. And guess what? She dies.
Oh, I didn't even say that!
Yeah, she dies and then comes back as a fairy, so.
So why are you spoiling it for everyone?
Oh, please, everyone has read this book.
Really?
Yeah. Let's do another popular one. Let's do another. This one also has fairies in it.
Okay,
So this is
fairies.
The Cruel Prince by Holly Black.
Sorry, I forget how. Here, you do it.
Okay, no, you're fine. So main character's name is Jude. Yeah, and the main boy's name is Carden.
Oh, Jude's a girl?
Jude's just a mortal human.
Oh, a girl?
Human. Girl.
Okay,
Yeah.
a girl.
Girl.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Jude's just a simple gal. She's mortal, and she befriends a fairy named Carden. In whatever dimension or world he lives in is the world that the Cruel Prince is the Cruel Prince, the king or whatever.
Is he
He's
the
in
Cruel
charge.
Prince?
Or is the fairy the Cruel Prince? I think the fairy's the Cruel Prince.
Yeah.
They fall in love, I'm sure, and he takes her to his kingdom. He's cruel.
Okay.
And no one likes him.
Okay.
And there's something to do with bugs and plants. Maybe he lives in the woods. So it's kind of like an Alice in Wonderland type thing.
Oh,
Ish.
interesting.
Except not as bad. Hopefully.
Okay, so Cruel Prince, yeah, is about Jude. When she's like 10 years old or something, this guy comes in and kills her entire family except for...
Why didn't the two books that had killing in it? I didn't mention
And
it.
right in the beginning, too. So kills her mother and father and takes her twin sister and her older sister away to Fairyland.
Fairyland.
And they go and live there.
What was called?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's what the author came up with. Fairyland. It's like calling it Far, Far Away Land, like in
Yeah. They go and live there, and she's like super resentful of him because all the fairies like hate her because she's human, and like they think she's like gross and beneath them and everything. And at school, like she goes to school with the Cruel Prince, which is Carden. His family is like royalty or whatever, and she hates him because he like is like mean to her and stuff. And there's all this like political strife that's going on, and
Of course.
at the end there's like a bunch of killings, like tons of killings in his family, and I really don't want to spoil this one too much because I know a lot of people haven't read it yet, but it's very popular and very good. Okay, so this is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. Again, really, really popular. So there's 6 main characters. Ready? I'm going to name them off to you.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding.
No, please do it.
There's Kaz, Nina, Mateus, Jesper, Wylan, Inej. Also a fantasy gang of people.
A gang? Or a gang of people?
Well, I mean, it's a gang. There's 6 of them.
So 6 of Crows, 6 dangerous outcasts, 1 impossible heist. So basically, they're going to rob a bank. Fantasy, of course, so they turn into crows. And because why not? You know?
Because why the hell not?
Yeah. Not ravens, crows.
Okay.
They're not like that badass.
Oh.
But
Well, then you'll like this one that we do next.
Oh, no.
Raven Boys.
That's good. That's
Okay.
good. So they turn the crows. They want to rob a bank. They use their crow powers to stake out the bank.
Okay, so you think Mateus is the main character and no one cares about Kaz.
Yeah. Something like
Interesting.
that. And Inej
Inej.
dies.
Ah, okay. Kaz is actually the main character.
I
And
figured
Mateus
he
is the one they have to break out of prison.
Okay.
Kaz is the one that, like, runs all these schemes, and there's something else that's going on in this too, like one of his investors or something like that. It's been a little while since I read this, where he is like running a scheme against them too, and yeah, there's like shenanigans. No, none of them turn into crows, unfortunately.
Really?
But they all have a very special like skill set, and there's romance and.
So like they're skilled, or they have like powers?
Yeah, they're just really skilled. They all kill a lot of people. Because we were just talking about crows, let's talk about ravens now. So this is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Also a series.
Okay, so these guys definitely turn into ravens.
Oh, the main character's name is Blue.
My boy Blue?
No, girl. It's a girl.
My girl Blue.
And there's 4 boys. Gainsey, Ronan, Adam, and Noah.
So the Raven Boys are friends that cause mischief everywhere, and there's magic, of course.
Of course there's magic.
So they turn other people into ravens.
I feel like when I tell you what this one is about, you're going to be like, what?
Because, ravens are like the creepiest bird
Okay.
out there. I mean, and they haunt a cemetery. And Blue actually isn't part of the Raven Boys. She's the person outside.
Actually, in the first chapter, Blue is in a cemetery because her aunts are like, they have like psychic abilities or whatever. So there's one day a year that they go to the cemetery and they see ghosts cross over. And one of the ghosts is one of the Raven Boys, Gainsey. So she knows he's going to die in a year. She just doesn't know how. And the Raven Boys is actually a nickname for the boys that go to a private school near her school. And she hates Raven Boys because they're like usually really rich and stuff. So, but she kind of falls in with this group of guys, and they all like are trying to find this dead Welsh king. And it's really random. They run into like some interesting people, and it's a really good series.
Is it?
Yeah.
No, I mean,
you wouldn't think like how could that be good? But it's like the writing is very lyrical and
like a
beautiful.
Song.
No.
They sing a lot. It's a music.
No. This is The Marriage Trap by Jennifer Probst.
So another fantasy book.
No, this is straight romance.
I mean, it's fantasy
Jennifer
in one way or another.
Probst.
Is that a pseudonym?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that's
so
a
actually,
perfect name for it. That's a perfect name for it.
Yeah, Probe.
No, Probst.
So I actually picked the perfect one because this is also a series. The main character's name is Michael, and the girl's name is Maggie.
Maggie. Oh, good thing your name's not Maggie.
And this is part of the Billionaires series.
Of course
or
it is.
something like
This is a knockoff of 50 Shades of Grey.
Wait, no, but remember, a sexy billionaire seeks a faux fiancé.
Okay.
What's it worth without love?
So basically, he pays for services from this woman here. They take lots of showers together, but they don't love each other.
Things.
They don't love each other, of course. And then in this book, she's reading 50 Shades of Grey, and she's like, "Why can't it be like this?"
What, damaging and unhealthy? In this, he has to satisfy his father's wishes and marry a girl so that he can have like more money, I guess, something like that. So he knew this girl Maggie through her friend, who ironically also got set up with his friend who's a billionaire, and they had to like get married for
Wow, must be so hard.
Yeah,
he's like rich.
So click those ads. Yeah, you did. So she assumes that he's in love with her best friend, the one that got married to his friend. But he's like, no, I don't love her. Like, I don't love anyone. And then in the end, he like loves her, and this whole like fake marriage was actually a sham, and they end up loving each other. And
so it wasn't a sham.
So it wasn't a sham the whole time. But he's a billionaire and very rich, and she has money problems, and it's steamy. Like this shower.
So it all worked out in the end.
Okay, this is Warcross by Marie Lu. The main character's name is Amika.
Amika and
Hideo. It says player, hunter, hacker, pawn.
So this is a Ready Player One-esque type book. Yes, that book that I read 2 or 3 pages of and then put down and never opened again.
It's okay. I've heard it's really not that good.
I read the first couple pages and I was like, oh, this is good, and I just can't read for more than.
Borrow my copy?
Yeah, you gave it to me.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I don't know where it is.
It's
Anyways.
okay.
Player, hunter, hacker, pawn. So this has to do with the virtual world of things. I feel like it's like they fall in love through like a WoW type video game.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you know, like World of Warcraft.
I know what WoW
No,
is.
They
Oh,
don't.
for the
They don't.
for the noobs.
For the noobs. So they come across each other in that type of like online gaming thing. They start chatting it up. They gotta find these things on their quest that they're doing. And so that's where the player comes in. The hunter part comes in when they become like the top 2 like in the world or something like that, and someone's trying to hunt them down like in game and find out who they actually are because they took his or her top spot.
Okay.
So this hunter's going around like looking for their real IP address and everything, and he starts hacking his way through everything and, you know, finds them. Hideo. He gets caught first by this hacker and hunter guy.
Okay.
And then he has to contact this girl, and they live at different ends of... No, actually they live like 30 minutes away from each other. I never knew it.
30
never
minutes.
knew it.
She skateboards, actually. Or
Sk-
hoverboards.
So she has a hoverboard, so it's set in the future, obviously.
Yes, it is.
And the hunter uses the girl as a pawn to lure her in. The hunter does the worst thing humanly possible.
Kills him.
No.
Oh.
Takes their computer.
Okay.
And their VR headset.
So yeah, they actually do play a game through a VR thing. She is actually the hacker. He's the guy that owns the entire like gaming like corporation or whatever that is.
Okay.
And then so like they find out she's been hacking this game, and they're like, okay, we want you to come and play in this tournament. And she's like, what the heck? Like, they don't know I'm a hacker, but they like do know. And then there's like all this suspicious stuff going on. There's like a worldwide tournament where they play this video game and stuff. Someone else is then hacking from the outside, so they need her to like stay in there to like counter hack, I guess. Counter hack, yeah. Okay, last one. Ready?
Whew.
This is Karvall by Stephanie Garber, which I've talked about this a few times. Trilogy, fantasy. The main character's name is Scarlet. Her sister's name is Donatella. The guy's name is Julian.
So for the longest time, when she would tell me about this book, I kept calling it Carnival.
Yeah, but there is a carnival.
I know. Oh, there is a carnival? Oh,
Yeah,
I remember that. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So this is kind of like a Cirque du Soleil. So it has very Cirque du Soleil vibes.
Yeah.
People jumping off of things and breathing fire and like naked and stuff like that. I mean, you know, that's how it is over there at least. And then
Vegas, man.
Vegas.
Oh, by the way, the entire like carnival is run by this guy named Legend.
So the guy Legend, he's like, you know, he has like his freak show, his, you know, his elephants, his trapeze artists, his tightrope people, all that stuff. It's Legend. He's the promoter, and he always smokes a big cigar. The main character in this is the guy that brings up the rings of fire for like the tigers or elephants to jump through.
The ringmaster?
Yeah. It talks about how he worked his way up to ringmaster from freak. He falls in love with one of the freaks in the freak show.
But what about the girls?
What girls?
The ones that I said were the main characters.
Oh, shh.
What girls? Scarlet and her sister Donatella.
Scarlet,
and Julian, the main guy.
That's Julian, the ringmaster. Okay. Scarlet wears a letter on her chest, and Donatella paints the end.
Okay.
I don't know. I give up.
So yeah, no, that's fine. I
didn't read Scarlet letter
I will
either.
stop you there. So Scarlet and Donatella, yes, they want to go to this circus that comes around or carnival that comes around once a year. And you go, and, like, there's all these, like, magical things that happen. And if you win the game, there's, like, a scavenger hunt. If you win the game, you're granted one wish. And it could be anything, like, I wish to fly, or whatever. And then Legend will grant you your wish.
Does he have a cigar?
So, no, he doesn't. He has a top hat. So Scarlet's finally able to go, and the point of the scavenger hunt that year is to find her sister, Donatella. The guy that takes Scarlet through the entire, like, carnival and everything, his name is Julian, and he is like a swashbuckler type.
Swashbuckler. So does it take place over, like, a day? Or
Or it's like a week or something. Like, you have 1 week to find the person and then get your wish granted.
Interesting. So he kidnapped someone. Legend kidnapped the girl, basically.
Basically.
And then what happens when so someone was going to find her, and then what happens if she didn't find her?
She would die.
Oh. If no one found her, she would die?
I think so, yeah. Donatella is in love with Legend.
Of course.
And then Scarlet and Julian, have their own thing going on.
And
he calls her Crimson. It's
Crimson.
very cute. She has this magical dress and it changes colors and with her mood and everything. So yeah, that's Karvall. Yeah. Of all of these, which one do you think you would be most interested in reading?
The Cruel Prince.
Oh yeah.
Or let me do
Maybe.
top three.
Okay, so
Cruel Prince.
Okay.
Warcross, and I mentioned Karvall. Oh, it's Karvall.
Karvall. Yeah, these three, the best ones, honestly. I think Cruel Prince and Karvall are they were my favorites of 2019.
Okay.
Or on my favorites list. Warcross was on my favorites of the year that I read it. Good choices. Yeah.
Don't expect any book reviews from me. Or, I'm just a marketing guy.
Yeah, he helps run my Instagram and stuff. Very helpful. Thanks for coming on my channel and doing this. This was fun.
It was fun, yeah. I'll try to remember. Maybe I'll check out an audiobook or something. Listen to it
I'll
on the way
remind you.
home.
Yeah.
But you can do your outro.
Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, you can find me down in the links below on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram, and also Goodreads, where you can see reviews for some of this stuff. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!